Hi, welcome to Dark Goddess Moon Tarot. I'm Olivia, and today's reading is for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, or any other major Cancer placement in your chart that's important to you right now. If you're not a Cancer, but this reading started automatically playing, trust that there's a message in here for you, okay? And for everybody watching, remember, not all readings are going to resonate with everyone, and not everything in the reading may resonate. Only take what resonates and leave the rest behind for those that it's meant for. Okay, let's get started. What does Cancer need to know right now, Spirit? What do we need to talk about with our lovely Cancers, or anybody watching this video? What does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to see? Something's very hidden. Normally I have cards fly out by now. Let's see. That one wants to come out. The Star. Healing. New hope. About what? Oh, Temperance in reverse. So a need for some inner alchemy. A need for tempering or balancing of the emotions or mental processes I just heard. And then we had 3 other cards pop out. Anything else before we get to those cards? Anything else, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, this one just flipped over here. Yeah, you need to alchemize this. Oh, okay, 2. That was so funny. I wish I could have a setup that could show like more so that you could see what just happened. I had 3 cards just flip out, or 2 of them. Okay, so yeah, heartbreak. There's a need to temper some emotions here. There's a need for healing, huh? Let's get to the rest of these. 2 of Swords in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, 8 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Pentacles in reverse. This is one of the cards that flew out. Like, we really got to talk about this one. And the Hermit. The Hermit and the Star very much go together for me. We'll talk about that in a second. All right, so something is unclear, unseen. It's almost like the 2 of Swords upright is about gaining the clarity to make a decision about something uncertain. And it's usually between 2 paths. Not always, but usually, right? And with it coming out in the reverse, there's very much that hidden feeling of like, you may not even know that you need to do this. We'll get to that in a second. King of Swords in reverse. Oh, okay. Along with, I wonder if you need to walk away from a King of Swords or King of Swords energy. If it's not a person, it's an energy within you. It's like you can't see that you need to leave something behind with the 8 of Cups in reverse here. You can't see that you need to make a decision about either about an Aquarius, if you instantly, or if that's resonating with you. But if not, it could be about when the King of Swords is in the reverse, it's very sharp. It's a very sharp negative energy. Like, hang on. I keep getting the 10 of Swords in my head. Maybe somebody caused you even if they're not an Aquarius, maybe they caused you the 10 of Swords feeling of like total defeat, just ultimate pain. Because they are not in their upright. They have not done the inner alchemy. And this could be you. Only take that if that resonates. I don't think it is for most of you. I think you're walking away from someone or someone that's caused you that feeling. With the Eight of Cups being in reverse, it is very much like a sign from Spirit, like, hey, you do need to walk away from something. You need to go within, the Hermit, in order to heal, in order to restore faith in yourself or in humanity. I'm hearing you need to walk away and go within, Cancer. Maybe it's, well, yeah, we did talk about the heartbreak, alchemizing the pain of the past, transmuting it. You do that by going into, I don't want to say isolation, total isolation, but it is like hermit mode, spending time with yourself, spending more time with yourself alone, and not escaping, but actually doing practices that help you get to know yourself better. I think we'll pull some journaling prompts at the end of this. So stick around if you want to do some journaling prompts. The Ace of Wands is on the bottom of the deck, and that actually did show up for me in the pre-shuffle. I always shuffle the cards off camera in between readings. And this showed up for me. And this is like a delay, or I was getting the hidden energy because I did see the moon come up in the pre-shuffle as well. So it's like there's a delay in an action you need to take in order to start the process. There's a delayed spark. There's a delayed spark to turn your wheel of fortune from the reverse into the upright. Can we get more, Spirit? Okay, I'm so nosy. What's the King of Swords? I really want to know what the King of Swords reversed is about. Can we get more on the King of Swords? Is this an energy within them? I'm hearing they'll know. They'll know. Okay. I guess you'll know. I guess it's not for me to know. All right. What is the next step they can take? The High Priestess is making an appearance here. Trust your intuition. Go within, hermit mode. High Priestess, trust your intuition. Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Seven of Cups is very much like illusions, cloudiness, disrupting the vision you have for yourself, I'm hearing. This is so many cards. I'm going to put all these back. I think the point was to get the High Priestess out, right, Spirit? And the Seven of Cups. The illusions. So Spirit is telling you to listen to your intuition. And if you don't, if that's something that you're struggling with, or you feel like you're struggling with, spend some time practicing it. Look up ways on how to get more in touch with your intuition. You know, there are books on how to develop your intuition and psychic skills. Check out your local library. Check out YouTube videos. Work on it. Spirit wants you to work on it, because especially if you have anxiety, like generalized anxiety disorder, it's oftentimes quite difficult in the beginning when you're learning to develop your intuition and develop your psychic skills. It is so hard to tell the difference between what is anxiety and I just heard worst case scenario. Between what is like your anxiety and your fears, and then what is your intuition actually telling you. Interesting. This might have to do with what you want to manifest. So we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And the Page of Pentacles is about manifesting what it is that you want, learning how to develop. It's study and immersing yourself in what it is that you want to bring into your world. You gotta go into hermit mode for that, to really immerse yourself. Maybe it is psychic skills. Let me know in the comments if that's resonating with you. Let's see, anything else, Spirit? We have the Chariot. A lot of the cards that came out in the Scorpio reading are coming out in this reading. So if you have Scorpio in your chart, or if you feel so called, then do check out the Scorpio reading. I will link it here. It's the most recent one. The Hierophant. Now, I used to very much dislike this card when I first started studying tarot, but that's because some of the first books that I read were like really like outdated, and I'm a modern tarot reader, and I use the cards as divination tools to talk to my spirit guides, who are very modern and cool. No, even though they're like quite ancient, some of them are quite ancient, timeless. No. Anyway, we use this card when it's in the upright and it's illuminated, positive state. It's very much about the inner teacher. Coming back to the Hermit, going within to find your inner teacher, to become the High Priestess, developing your intuition about what it is you want to bring into this world with, you know, the Ace of Wands here, it coming out in reverse. We have two decision cards here. We had the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords both come out in the reverse, meaning you likely are delaying making a decision. Spirit wants you to develop that inner teacher. The wisdom is there. The wisdom is within you, Cancer. It can also indicate a need for a mentor or counseling. So like a therapist, a behavioral therapist. But with the Page of Pentacles, I'm really getting self-study here. Take what resonates, you know. I'm getting inner teacher self-study for most of you. Okay. Where were we? Thank you, Spirit. What else do we need to know for Cancer? A study of what? I know a study of the self. A study of alchemizing emotions of the past, pain of the past. Oh my gosh, that's so many cards. Let's just do it. Strength came out in the reverse. So this is a call to tame the beast within, I'm hearing. Tame the beast within. That's the Ten of Swords energy, going back to the King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords in reverse is definitely a beast. So ways that might be showing up, if that's not another person in your world, if it's like an inner thing you need to tame, an inner thing you need to alchemize, that could be thinking you know all the answers without doing the work. Interesting. That's not going to apply for everybody, but someone needed to hear that. Okay, we have the Emperor, becoming empowered, taking control of alchemizing, transmuting those negative associations. Oh my goodness, so many. So we have another card about needing to leave something behind. We had the six, we had the Eight of Cups, right? Now we have the Six of Swords, 1515 on the timer. So maybe angel number 1515 is important for someone. This is definitely a need to transition through difficulty away from something that is better left behind onto something better. Yeah, we have death in reverse, a delay and change. So there's clearly something you've been delaying. King of Swords is like the most decisive of the court cards. And when the king decides something in their upright state, they have really thought about it and listen to their Hierophant, inner teacher. Listen to their High Priestess, intuition. And they've made a decisive decision. So with so many, we had two decision cards come out in reverse with the Two of Pentacles and Two of Swords. And now with Death coming out in reverse, you're delaying making a decision. Most of you will know what this decision is, what you need to walk away from, what you need to leave behind, what you need to transition through. Transition through. That is something that is coming in loud and clear. So this isn't like saying goodbye, it's literally like it's going to be a transition, a journey, and you're delaying it. Either you're aware of this or you're not. But after this reading, I think you're going to become very aware of it. Yeah, Four of Cups in the reverse. You're going to become aware of what you need to stop focusing your energy, emotions, time on. And you're going to become aware of what gift awaits you should you choose to embark upon this journey. What else we got? Six of Cups. Nostalgia. Maybe you're delaying this inevitable change because you feel nostalgic about it. Because either it's a person, right? Or it's you feel nostalgic about the way this thought pattern makes you feel. We had the Queen of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups in the upright is the most intuitive of the court cards. She's very in touch with her emotions and her intuition and her psychic skills. Then we had the Page of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Wands is self-exploration, self-discovery. That's going to be needed to go after your Ace of Wands. The Queen of Cups and High Priestess. I mean, this is really a call for you to get in touch with those emotions that reside deep within. Deep within your shell, I'm hearing. Okay. And then the Seven of Pentacles. It's a need to reassess where you're at. Reassess what you want your future to look like as you make this decision to transition away or to transition through the difficulty, away from something that is no longer serving you. Wow, okay. 2020 on the timer. Maybe something happened in the year 2020. I mean, something did happen. But something pertaining to this journey. This heartbreak. Let me know if that's you, if that resonates in the comments. It could also be an angel number. All right. I do want to pull journaling prompts and cards. There's the moon reversed again. Yeah, saw it in the pre-shuffle. It's hidden. It's hidden. I don't think we're going to get anything else out of the tarot because I think that it's different for each person watching. It's going to be a little different. Okay. Let's get some journaling prompts from the Codex of Questions by Emily Rose, Raven Relics on YouTube. I'll have it linked in the description of this video. Journaling prompts for Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. If you are not a journaler, you're being invited to, but if at the very least, maybe, screenshot whatever prompts come out and then take some time to think about them, sit with them. Thank you. Oh, okay. Anything else? All right. Oh my goodness. That's interesting. Didn't I say 2020? The year 20? Yeah, I did. The year 2020. If you could go 5 years, it's 2025 right now, as I'm filming this and as I post this. If you could go 5 years into the past and give yourself one piece of advice, what would you say? Remember, all of my readings are timeless, so I would say 5 years from whenever you're seeing this, if you're seeing this far in the future. Oh, that's so interesting. If you could go 5 years into the past and give yourself one piece of advice, what would you say? That's that inner teacher. Ooh. What are you scared to admit that you want and why? What are you scared to admit that you want and why? What mistake or failure are you grateful for and why? This is that Seven of Pentacles. Taking a look at the seeds you planted of the past, and just because they didn't grow into whatever you wanted them to grow into, what are the silver linings? What can you take from those experiences? How can you alchemize them? What would you do if you knew you would not fail? Yeah, this is about making the decision. Using your intuition and making the decision. Whatever this decision is that you need to make, Cancer, or whoever's watching, what would you do if you knew you would not fail? Whatever first came to your mind is probably your answer. And then the last one, can you let it be easy? Can you let it be easy? Interesting. Let's get an oracle card before we pull charms. Oracle card for Cancer. If you do the journaling prompts, let me know in the comments which ones you did. You don't have to tell me your answers if you don't want to, but if you want to share with the group, if you feel called to share, absolutely. But just letting me know which ones you did would be cool. Oh, here's one. Sharing the light. Okay, I'm going to read it from the guidebook. This is the Desert Rites Oracle. I don't know if I said that. I'll have it linked in the description of this video. You can buy it directly from the artist on Etsy. Sharing the light. Sorry, Cancer. My phone video storage was full, or the storage was full, so I had to delete a bunch of stuff so I could finish this video. All right, we're back. Sharing the light. Having traveled through the rough terrain of trials and tribulations, cycles and endings, you have finally awakened to your own transcendence. You now return as a light for others. Your hard-won wisdom, compassion, and love become beacons to guide others out of their own darkness. Very much High Priestess vibes. You are now called to serve others as a mentor and guide. That's the Hierophant and her teacher. And become the source of positive change. All this now comes effortlessly to you. Your presence uplifts others. Your words inspire. You have walked through the valley of the shadow of death and found the way. Where there was despair, you found hope. Where there was doubt or cynicism, you sowed the seeds and bloomed faith. Even when there was no water, you took the sand and made fertile soil. Your journey has prepared you to meet others where they are. Your empathy and compassion run deep. Share from your eternal inner wellspring. Light the way for others. Your service now fulfills the Creator's promise to the world. Interesting. Okay, let's get some charms. Where's my charms? Uh-oh. There they are. Okay, so charms can act as signs, synchronicities that you might be seeing in the next several weeks. Signs from your spirit team. Or they might just be like your own personal signs and symbols that have meaning to you. Or they could pull through additional messages or just act as confirmation. Okay, let's see. Interesting. We have 3 landscapes. I don't think I've ever had 3 landscapes come out. So we have forest at night. We have a desert at night. And then we have mountains, a mountainscape at night. This is absolutely a call for like hermit mode, go within. Something about nighttime is significant here, Cancer. We had a lightning bolt come out. So like quick action. And then the last charm is a sun. Happiness, celebration, finding that light within, the light that resides within you. You've got this, Cancer. Please let me know in the comments if this resonated, in which ways it resonated. And if you liked this reading, if you found it helpful at all, please do like the video so that I know that these readings are reaching the people that they're meant to. And please do subscribe to my channel so that we can become our collective soul family, and so that I can better tap into your energy and give you more like in-depth, accurate readings more frequently as well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy and time with me. And until the next time, I am sending you so much love. Take care.